Hi my little shardies, welcome and welcome back. This is Christina with Shhh Art Online. Today I want to go over and review what I got for my birthday. So this is a little bit of a birthday haul. It's a splurge. I've been talking about these pencils for a really long time, and my husband decided that he wanted to get them for me for my birthday. I'm super excited to go ahead and show them to you. So he went ahead and got me the 76 Luminance set with the 2 full blenders and the 20 new colors that came in the portrait, and I am still missing 4 colors. This particular one did not come with the extra 4 colors. Some of the shops have this, and then you get an extra 4 on the side, but this one did not. He also got me a brand new pencil case to put them in. So I'm going to show all this to you in this video. I'm going to start with the 76 set, and I'm going to explain to you why I wanted these so bad. So, and I'm not trying to brag about the amount of pencils I have. That is not what I'm doing here, but there is a reason that I specifically wanted these. My go-to art supply is colored pencils. I have quite a collection of them, and there are some things I love about the pencils I have and some things that maybe I don't like so much. I always wind up going back to Prismacolor. I started with the, I think they were Raffines. I had a lot of trouble blending them. I mean, this was some years ago. I haven't tried actually since then. And then I finally got a set of Castle Arts, and I really love the pigment that was in the Castle Arts. And I really wanted Prismacolors, but I had to save up for a little while to get my first set of Prismacolors. And when that happened and I finally got the Prismacolors, I completely fell in love with my Prismacolors. And then I thought, the quality is not that great in the Prismacolors. The pigment is, but the quality of the pencil isn't. All the time I'm running into issues where when I sharpen my pencils or anything like that, the cores break. It's almost constant. I've gone through so many pencils just sharpening them. So that was one of the reasons that I had decided to maybe try a new pencil. Another reason was that the Prismacolors aren't very light fast, and I really wanted something that was light fast. I didn't want to spend all the time that I do on my work and it not be. So I went ahead and I saved up, and last year I got a set of the Faber-Castell Polychromos, and I thought I was going to absolutely love them, and I didn't. And the reason I didn't love them, I mean, I like them, don't get me wrong, and I use them in conjunction with my Prismacolors, but I have a lot of trouble blending them. It's not that they can't be blended. I do blend them. It's just a little more difficult for me if I don't use a solvent. Because of my breathing issues, I cannot use solvent, so it makes it very hard to hand blend everything. It takes a lot more time than the Prismacolors, so I tend not to use them very much. This brought me to the next item on my wish list, which was the Luminance. The reason that I wanted these is because they're kind of a cross between the Prismacolors in the fact that they are wax-based, and then a cross between the Polychromos because they have the highest light fastness of all the colored pencils on the market. Plus, the blending is easy like Prismacolors with these, so I've heard. So I wanted to go ahead and get these because I feel like I'm getting the best of all worlds with these, and that's why I invested in them, or, well, my husband invested in them for me. So I wanted the light fastness I'm getting in the Polychromos. A slightly harder tip is good because then I might be able to get some of those details I can't really get with the Prismacolors because it gets fuzzy after a little while. And then the quality of the pencil is superior to Prismacolor by far from everything I've read. So I'm super excited to go ahead and give these a try. I'm kind of scared too because if I don't like them, then I wasted a lot of money on these. And if I do like them, then it's going to be an expensive investment because to replace these pencils, on average, it seems to be $4 to $6 a pencil to replace them. With that said, let's check these out. So the box is really nice. It is a cardboard box, a thick cardboard box. I had noticed when I got them that you hear no shaking when they come in shipping. So, and I did have these shipped, so we get to go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. Again, this entire set has the highest light fastness of all the colored pencils out there. So I'm super excited for these, and they are wax-based, so they blend superbly from, again, what I've been told, so we'll find out. Alright, so the lid has a nice foam cushion, so that helps protect the pencils. Oh my gosh, I just love seeing brand new pencils. And this talks about the 100 luminance. Again, I am 4 short because the 4 doesn't come in any of the sets. So right here is the 76 set. I went ahead and got that, and then I also got this 20 portrait set, and there are 4 more. And I'm not sure if it tells you which ones they are in here. I did write them down. It does not look like they do. And these pencils are made in Switzerland. This just tells about all the different collections you can get. It's the 76 set, the 20 sets, the 12 sets, the 40 set, and the 20 portrait set. And of course, the collector's wooden box. And I will be using my pencils pretty frequently, so I probably wouldn't get this because I don't plan on displaying them. I plan on using them. Oh my gosh, they are beautiful. So as you can see here, each pencil is surrounded by a cushion. I don't want to sound like everybody else's video here, but it is impressive the way each one is in here tucked really nicely. Don't move around very much. I mean, they are solid in there. The pencils feel really, really nice. They're not super heavy. I almost say the Prismacolors, in my opinion, feel heavier, but this is weighted differently. So the Prismacolors are a little more like slippery than the Luminance is. I really like that. Actually, that the Luminance isn't as slippery as the Prismacolors. As you can see, the Luminance they're slightly shorter than the Prismacolors. So this is a brand new Prismacolor. I haven't used this one yet. Versus the Luminance. So it's just a little bit shorter. Also, you'll notice that the cores are covered, which is excellent. So that will help if you drop them to prevent them from breaking. And again, with them being really cushioned like this, you won't have to worry about that as much. Also, you can tell that they didn't paint the barrel. They only painted the tip. So that is really good. So you can see the quality of the wood there. I really, really like that. And I was listening to other videos while I was waiting to get these to see if I wanted them other reviews. And they did mention that the writing on them is pretty small and hard to see. And I see what you mean, because you have to kind of roll the pencil around a little bit to see it. But I don't think it's terribly, terribly small, at least not on this one. So it seems okay, but I can understand like it might be difficult if you're looking for a particular color. Like the longer the letters are, the harder it is going to be to see it. And then, I mean, to get them in and out is, yeah, it's not hard per se, but I can see where I would eventually probably not keep them in this, even though it's really good. If I had to go somewhere, I would definitely keep them in this packaging, but I will probably be putting them in that pencil case. Turn these this way. So, okay, see, this is impressive. If you've had Prismacolors, you know that when you go to pick up the tray is so flimsy and everything goes everywhere. And you would think that with them being a soft core and so prone to breaking, that you wouldn't have that issue with them, that they would package them better. They should be taking some lessons from Caran D'Ache, because this is a high quality. Look, they're not going anywhere. That's awesome. I don't mean to get excited about that, but that's incredible. So the trays are super sturdy. They do have that foam in there that's keeping them. They have the tabs that make it really nice and easy to pick them up. If you do happen to drop this, I'm not going to do it on purpose, but I can assure you that it feels like they would not come out of there. They feel really sturdy in there. And then on the back side of them is more foam padding for the next layer. And as you can see, I turned them upside down and they did not fall out. So super high quality. If you wanted to leave them in here, they'd be very, very protected. Here is the second row. Look at all those pretty colors. And there is the third row. And the third row does not come out. These stay in the box. It is a foam box. And these are 2 blending sticks that came with it. I know that Caran D'Ache now makes the blending pencils, and I was not able to find any. When I can find the pencils, I will be using them probably instead of these blending sticks. I've never used them before, but from what I've heard, they're a little difficult. So, but they do come with 2 blending sticks, which is really good. These are so pretty, guys. Look at all the neutral colors. That is great. I love the color selection of these. And I can't wait to see what the Portrait series has on top of these colors. So let me go ahead and show you what those look like. Alright guys, these are the 20 new Caran D'Ache colors, well 20 out of 24. And this is the Portrait assortment. And again, it's packaged exactly the same way with the foam padding on the back. Again, it tells you all about the different collections they have, different size packages you can get. And it's 1 layer of pencils, which is great. Now in this particular box, you'll notice that the pencils are outside of the case here, so that's not very cool. Alright guys, in this box the pencils aren't as snug down in there, because as you can see when I opened the box, they were outside of their little pockets. I don't know if that's the way they came or they got really disrupted in shipping. As you can tell, this yellow here looks like the tip has been, let me see if you can see that. Tip has been damaged a little bit, but again, they weren't in their secure cushion, they were outside of it. So I hope that doesn't do anything with the quality of the pencils per se the rest of the way through. Maybe it's just the tips. But look at the color range in this. Now, I'm not quite sure why some of these colors are in here portrait-wise, but this looks like a really great additional set to the larger set that I have. I love some of these colors. Now I know that I'm missing a green, a brown, and 2 of the flesh tones. So I will be picking those up and I'll feature them in a separate video. But for now, this is the set that I have. It's absolutely beautiful. Let me go ahead and talk about the pencil case real quick. Alright, I got this pencil case off of Amazon. I have this pencil case, this exact pencil case, in a bunch of other colors. I love the pencil cases. They're between $20 and $24 for 200, and they have 4 zippers on the top, 4 different compartments. And then inside the case itself, you have a spot for if you want to put a couple pencils together, or your eraser, your sharpener, anything like that, a blender, if you want to put it there. And then you have your slots for all of your different colors. I like that each pencil has its own different slot, and then it's not one of the triple ones where you put 3 pencils in. I like the single slots myself personally. And what I usually do is put a strip or a label across it with the number of the pencil in it. So when you slide the pencil in there, that label's underneath, and when you pull it out and you got 20 pencils in front of you, you can just slide the pencil back its corresponding slot without having to think about it. I will show you with another colored pencil case what I'm talking about. So here's one of the other ones I have. And it's got my polychromos in it, and if you pull out any particular pencil, you'll see that I marked the number of the pencil underneath of it. So if I have a bunch of pencils on my desk, I know exactly where it is, and there's not too much thinking about putting it back in the same spot. So, and I do that with all my pencil cases. This is now my 4th or 5th pencil case for my sets, and I mark them all with the corresponding numbers so I don't have to think too hard about where they go. This way my pencils are secure. This way my pencils are secure, and I'm ready to travel with them immediately. So now this brown is going to be for my Luminance set. So I'm going to have to go ahead and label these out, and then I'll go ahead and put the luminance in them. But I got the brown for that. I have the black for my Prismacolors. I have a marble for all my watercolor and ink tints, and then I have a gray one for my polychromos. So I kind of have different sets and different colors, so I know by just looking at it which one is which. Alright, before I go ahead and swatch these, I wanted to point out something that I just saw, and I feel like it's kind of important. I haven't seen anybody else mention it in other videos that I watched prior to getting this set, but the numbers for the corresponding pencils are completely out of order. As you can see, they have it, you know, lightest to darkest, and they have it in groups here, but the numbers on the pencils are really weird. Like this one is 001, and then the next one is 801. The one after that, which is only a little bit different in color from this one, is 242, then back to 821, 240, 810, 820, 030. They are not in any kind of numeric order that I can figure out, but I feel like that could be cumbersome down the line when I'm doing my art, because I usually remember the colors that I like the most, that I use the most, and these are so out of order from each other that that may be much more difficult. So I'm definitely going to have to label my pencil case, because I would never get these back in the right spot trying to follow the number guide on them. If anybody else understands why they numbered the pencils this way, please feel free to drop a comment in the comment box below and fill me in, because I am clueless. This makes no sense to me at all.